One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can...
Turning it on!
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. From the gun. Give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. To throw, it's Russell. Still looking, on the move. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Motion from the wide receiver. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give on the option. Runs through a tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. They'll run the screen. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Bama! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
The corner route is a very difficult route to cover. It's difficult because the receiver pushes up the field, so it looks like a deep route and then breaks really quickly to the sideline.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Got the first down and more. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
To the air, it's Bowling. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And that's a really good example of quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Just drives it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down.
They're trailing by 14 to Arizona. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down coming up. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Looking to throw on first down. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Kentucky going quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Smart. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Russell. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Quick completion on the out route. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, he's got some space. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. And the Wildcats are flying down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They're going to ride this running back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Rushes on him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Got the back over the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake. This one's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Handoff to the lone back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football, because he is looking really good.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Gets it to him on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
On those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll go to the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks, and the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's on.
There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown time! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The short hands, it's Jones. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. To the air, it's Bowling. The throw. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Bama! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.